Hello friends, welcome to another edition of Living in Rio. We are in the neighborhood of Flamengo in one of the main streets called Rua Marquês de Abrantes. And we're just gonna take a walk down for you to get the feel of this very special and famous neighborhood in Rio de Janeiro. Again, the neighborhood is called Flamengo. You may be familiar with the famous Flamengo football team. This is a very good residential neighborhood as well. And it has various main streets, so to speak. This is just one of them. It's good for you to get the feel of it. My wife has family members who live here. Great neighborhood, just like most neighborhood in the southern zone of Rio de Janeiro. You have great apartments. It's mainly apartments, and also important to note, the prices of property here are quite a bit lower than in Copacabana. So you get more size for your money if you're buying an apartment here. And it has its own subway station called Flamengo, of course. And once you're a couple of stations away from Copacabana and a couple more away from Ipanema. The next one up towards Copacabana, of course, is the Botafogo neighborhood, which will be covered in another video. Wow, makes my mouth water. Basically, you have all the businesses and so on. Here, whatever you need, you will find on the main streets here in Flamengo. Restaurants, pharmacies, supermarkets. And we'll be walking by the metro, the subway station as well, soon. Well, look at that. All with the new. You probably notice this is a one-way street. It takes you all the way to the beach area. Flamengo has its own beach area as well. That will be covered in another video as well. But today, let's just have a look at the main street. Charming bars and restaurants everywhere, and coffee shops. We are, by the way, this is Friday the 28th of February, eve of the carnival festivities. So some of the businesses are closed because people are getting ready for partying tonight. Sex, drugs and rock and roll. Or beer, samba and beer, samba, sex and some more sex. That's how it's done over here. I believe the main drink they have during the carnival is, well, it's between beer and caipirinha. I don't drink alcohol, so at least the drinking part doesn't apply to me. You get some gems as regards old architecture in many areas in Rio de Janeiro. Although, unfortunately, for a beautiful city like this, some of the buildings, you know, the apartment buildings, they're kind of bland. Although they are nice inside, usually, plenty of space inside. This is Metro Flamengo. That way is the metro, the subway station, about less than a minute's walk. I guess if you're moving to Rio, in the beginning at least, it's good to be near public transport, especially the metro, which is very safe. They've got about 3 lines. It's not a very complex metro system, but it's clean, safe and efficient, and it's air conditioned, so that's more charming, this building. See, architecture makes difference. Old architecture has been getting uglier in the last few decades. Still, there's some good stuff. 4:08 in the afternoon, 34 degrees centigrade. Sometimes the temperatures shown there are not very accurate, but I think 34 degrees centigrade is accurate for today, to say the least. This takes you to the subway station as well. Well, it's gonna be a party tonight, that's for sure. Steamy heat. A lot of music, a lot of everything else. Right now, it's safe to say that the city is full of visitors, not just from foreign countries, but also from within Brazil. Rio de Janeiro is a good destination, a healthy destination for, as regards tourism, or making money from it, when it comes to internal tourism as well. We have a lot of Brazilians from the other parts coming in to pass the carnival here. That goes into another residential street. So if you want to live here and have money to invest, I would suggest getting a couple of small apartments and renting it out to tourists. It works well, and it is consistently good here. Yeah, the weather is good mostly all year round. So you have your peaks in the summer, the Christmas time period, and also the carnival period. But then rest of the year, the weather is good too, generally speaking. So you have tourism. Less so, but you have tourism. So good investment if you live here, okay? As long as there's no fake pandemics and, you know, other crises brought down to us by our overlords, the business is good here when it comes to renting out to tourists. Most areas here have businesses or services, let's say food, restaurants, sandwich shops for every pocket. Yeah. So if you're visiting on a budget, you can find somewhere to eat as well. That's friendly to your pocket. See, the temperature here is 31 degrees centigrade. Obviously, we are in the shade here, so maybe that could be the reason as well. Wow, nice, nice. Those who are members of my channel will be familiar with Zona Azul, the main kind of upmarket supermarket chain in the southern zone of Rio de Janeiro. Very good supermarket. The prices are a little higher, let's say. but you might be able to find some imported stuff you couldn't find in other places. Another supermarket here, Hortifruti. They focus more on fruits and vegetables, but you find other stuff as well, even some soaps and things like that. Also a bit upmarket, but good quality of fruits and vegetables. But nowadays, unless you're buying organic, I would suggest you make sure you really wash your vegetables and fruits, okay? Even in Brazil, because the chemical crap they put on the fruits as pesticides sometimes negate the positive effects of the fruit. Actually, rumor has it that there's an organic farmers market that takes place here every week in the Flamengo. I gotta check that one out, whether it's true, and then I can make a video for you there as well. Basically, if you live on or near this street, you have everything walking distance away from you. Again, I advise people who come here to live or contemplate living, stay in an area like this. You'll have everything close to you, and if you have a metro, then even better. You can get around and get to know the city. As you can see, we are approaching the sea, the shore, the Flamengo. Access to the... Actually, this is the Bay Area, yeah? So people swim as well, parts of it, but it's the Bay Area. Maybe if you got a big screen, you can notice it, but that's gonna be on another video to go really through it and to show you the richness of this beautiful city. You're never too far away from beauty spots. All the best, and I will see you in the next video.